Hello everybody. How do you go about developing an idea? How do you take a short piece of music and turn it into a big piece of music? That's what I'm going to be showing you how to do today. We're going to be taking a short section of like 8 bars of music, and then we're going to be doing several things to it. We're first of all going to be essentially backfilling the intro using material from the main A section to inform what the intro should be like. We'll then come up with a B section which has to be quite contrasting to the A section. So thematically it needs to be different, but it needs to have something, a sense of continuity which joins it together. We'll then be able to return to the A section, which is going to be reinvented in some new form as the last bit. And we're going to try all that in kind of like 20 minutes or something, if I can possibly do it. So there's quite a lot to be getting on with, so I can't really waste any time. I do want to draw your attention to one exciting thing though, and that is that we've launched a completely free course called Foundations of Making Music, which will give you everything you need to know in a quick start way to get started writing music. Or if you're already writing music, it might just take you back to your roots and remind you of the bits and pieces you need to get right in order to make your music really work well. If this is the kind of thing you're interested in, and why shouldn't you be? Because you're here, why not you go to thinkspace.ac.uk/free course, and you can sign up and enjoy a free course on us. All the details of that are actually underneath in the comments as well, but I just thought I'd bring it out for you. Right, would you like to know what tune we're going to be working with today? It might be a tune which is familiar to you. I don't know. We'll find out in a second. Here we go. So it sounds a bit like this. So it starts on a C and then goes to an F, then it goes up a tone, it goes to a D and then goes to a G, then it goes to the E, then it goes to the A minor, and then finally it goes back through F. So that's basically the harmonic structure of the thing. So we're going to have to find a way of backfilling it. In addition to a free course, I have to tell you, this we're working with today, entirely free instruments. All of them are free. So here you go. Look, down the side here, we've got Fracture Sounds. They're blueprints. We got all kinds of bits from them, completely free. Decent Sampler. We've got various bits and pieces from Decent Sampler. Decent Sampler is a completely free sample player, and all these instruments from the Decent Sampler have been downloaded from Pianobook. Which is, you can register for free and get all that stuff going. And down the bottom, I'm trying not to make this a big orchestral event, but all this stuff down here is from BBC Discover, from Spitfire, which is a free orchestral library from Spitfire. And right down the bottom are some of the Spitfire Labs ones, which we'll use as well. So look, there is our theme. We wish you a Merry Christmas, ho, 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 etc. Now, what are we going to do? How are we going to get this going? I think the first thing I'm going to do is sort of backfill the sleigh bells. So take the sleigh bells back to start back there. Right, okay. Now what have I got? What can I use? That's not quite right, is it? I'm not so wild about the, I tell you, okay, well, I can take it up and take the delay off. I don't like the delay. I don't like the delay on this one particularly. Is this the right sound for? Ah, I know what I'm doing. Every time I touch one of my controllers, up goes the delay. Hang on, which one is it? Ah, it's number 7, there you go. No, any of them does it. Right, I'll not touch the controllers. Right, here we go. Let's see if I can come up with something which works. Needs to be faster than that. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Ah, it's in 3/4, of course it is. That sort of worked. I'm going to be working at super speed, so I'm not going to hang around and try and make things perfect. Let's backfill a bit of the I want to get something back. No, that's a bit too clunky. I want a little sense of the tune in there without going completely bonkers. Well, like that actually. Okay. Have a bit more of that in there. Let me find a top line. What am I going to use for my top line? I'm still struggling to find it. Good. Okay, have some okay, we could do it. Okay, so we're just going to tease the theme. Okay. Okay. So we've got a couple of little, there's a sort of contrapuntal thing going there, which is quite nice actually. What else can I use here? Am I going to put in some... I quite like that. That's gentle winds, fractures. It's a sort of little... What I'm putting in here is a sus4 chord, which is nicely ambiguous between... One of the things about sus4 chords that we like so much is that it's ambiguously not major or minor, and that's why people like sus4 chords, particularly for little intros like this. So you've got a sense of kind of Christmas trepidation going on. Am I going to cave into the need to put in some trems as well? No, I'm not. But what I might do, I wonder, is there a decent cello or something I can put? What I'd like to do is to add something, a slower version of this as well. Here we go. See what happens. Okay, and then into that, we are going to use a harp gliss. Oh, I haven't got one. I know what I should have loaded up here. This is the ultimate wonderful free instrument, which is from Vienna Symphonic Library, VSL player. There we go. They do some amazing free instruments, and their harp glisses are absolutely brilliant. Here we go. Hello, free instruments. Harp glissandi. There you go, have some of those. So we want major. What did I tell you? How is that? Absolute cracker, eh? Or a Christmas cracker, what's more. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, right, let's have a little run through let's listen to this from the beginning. So now we've got the intro and the A section. Next is going to be the B section. Let's just have a listen to this and see what we think of it. Here you go. Okay, right, so this is where we now pick up. So we want to keep the same spirit going, but we need something different. So the same spirit, I'm going to go with the same chord progression, but I think we'll change the top line, and we'll change some of the instrumentation. Have we got some short strings? Yep, that looks like a short string to me. That's from, here we go. This is from Fracture Sounds again. This is their Actually, that's what we need. We can't go straight into it. We need a little transitionary, otherwise it's just going to sound... Right, here we go. I'm going to pretend that was great. I'm going to pretend it was. Right, well, hang on. Let's have a little look at this string trio. Have I got a choice of articulations here? If so, I might dive in with the old string trio. No. Oh, yes, I do. I do. Oh, yes. Right. Different texture, same chord progression. Right, so what we're doing here, we're building up the basis for the B section, which is, we've changed the articulation, we kept the same, you need to change some things and keep other things the same. So we've definitely got this very distinctive cycle of fifths chord progression, which we're maintaining. So we've got a couple of bars of intro, then we go into this. Now, we don't need to keep the same tune on the top, because the chord progression is so distinctive. So this can become a B theme, essentially, while using the same chord progression as we had before. So the whole point about this kind of theme and variations approach to structure is you need some continuity and some development. So that's what we're trying to do here. So let's look for a top line to go with this. It's a little bit on the reedy side. Oh, it's a little bit sort of wishy-washy. Not wishy-washy. It's I could go. Hang on. We had that in the first bit, but did we really notice? Okay, what else have I got? What else have I got? Come on. I've got to find something in here which is Bandola, I'm going to do the handbells, feedback drums, vital tone. No, I haven't quite got one. Oh, do you know, that's not a bad sound, is it? This is Decent Samples, Baritone Uke. Barry. What I'm going to come up with here is something slightly like, where's my, okay, right. Something like this. It needs to be contrapuntal but work with the same chord progression. that might have worked. The short strings are a bit too much at the moment, so we won't. Okay, that I like the tune. Not so wild about the timing. Okay, let's nudge those on by an eighth. Here we go. Nudge, nudge, nudge. There we go. That should be dun 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 dun. Right, now what we might do is double that up with something. That one needs nudging as well. Dum 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 da da dum. Okay, that's all right. I like the sound. Actually, I tell you what, I'm just going to bounce that to audio, because sometimes you can do things with audio which you can't do with the. Let's add a bit more reverb. There we go. It's got some reverb baked in to the instrument itself, but this little baritone ukulele is quite nice, isn't it? I don't mind that at all. In the spirit of pressing on at full speed, because we're up to 20 minutes, we're now going to come to the C section. Remember the plan? We go A, B and C, and we got intro and up to this. So let's run this from the beginning and see what we think. Here we go. Let's... Okay, now we need to come back to our main theme. So we're going to go... Now, there's several things we could do here. We could modulate. I mean, look, there's not much... If you're getting to, I mean, a latter part of a piece of music and it needs an uplift, changing key is never a bad thing to do. This, of course, is very short, really, because we're only dealing with, you know, tiny iterations, and we haven't had a... Although this is a sort of B section because it has a different top line, it's got the same chords. I mean, so I'm not going to modulate on this occasion. I'm going to go into a... what am I going to do? I could do any number of things here. Epic poem. What I've done is I've gone all rubato. I've gone off the grid, basically. So we go for a big kind of textural moment there. So we're going to go, we change gear. So now we do want something which is going to feel a bit spacey, and so the idea is we've been keeping this kind of, we start with a very straight one here, then we go to a kind of much more rhythmic one in the middle, and now I'm going to slow the whole thing down. So what we're looking to do in terms of structure is there needs to be some shape to the thing. So we've got the intro, which teases the idea, then we got the first statement of the idea, then we come back with a second theme which sort of goes over the same chord progressions, and now what I'm changing up is the rhythmic element more than anything else. So what we're going to be doing is we've slowed the whole thing down. God knows how I'm going to keep this in time, given that I'm really bad at playing things today. Let's have a little look. What am I going to get going here? we got any big percussion in the old disc? What have we got? Harps? No, that wasn't what I'm thinking. Oh, more this kind of thing. Have we got a... Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on in there. Which what have I got? What have I got? What have I got? Untuned percussion. Okay, let's have one of those. That definitely needs to go to audio, and then we can place it better and potentially duplicate it down, run it backwards so we've got a little kind of crescendo into it, chop the end off like that, and fade it out so that it can go like that. Okay, that's all right. A bit more. There you go. Okay, that's all right. Now, there was an intriguing sound. Feedback guitar. I quite like that. I think... Okay, what is the top line going to be? Am I going to go all... Oh, I could do... I don't know if that's going to work. Okay, another little issue has just arisen, of course. I've now got to work out how, given I've gone off grid, how to keep track of what I'm playing. The answer is to use this, the piano part, almost like a score, so I can see what I was playing when I was playing it, and I'm just going to watch that while I play in. I'm not sure this French horn is fast enough. What I might do is actually play it in on the staccato one. See if I can get this to work. Except I can't play. It's not that slow, is it, actually? It only slows up later. So let's see how... Right, so I will just line these up by, I can see where the, if you look there, by getting both up at the same time, you can line up the ones which are out by doing that. That should make a difference, and then I can copy that. Here we go. Right, now what I'm going to do is copy that whole lot onto the longs. Oh, no, I can't, that's it. Yeah, there we go, like that. And then I only want the very end bit. See how this sounds? Okay, it's nearly there, it's nearly there. Given we're trying to do quite a lot in under 30 minutes, I think it's going all right. All right, notice I don't say great, but let's try and get this down here. Here we go. Let's see if I add a string octave, if that makes a difference. Can I resist a quick timp at the end? Have we got timp rolls? I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. I'll go with that. I'll just go with a bit of that. Okay, right. What we have now done is we've created from that one short section an intro, a B section and an out section in fractionally under 30 minutes. Let's have a playthrough and then I'll just quickly remind you about the free course and then I'll let you get on your way. So let's just hear this from the top and see what we think. Okay. Okay. Look, so what? Look, this was all a bit kind of wah, but look, the point is, if you start with a simple idea, I tend to start that if you want to create something bigger, the levers you have to pull are obviously arrangement, harmony, melody. You need some continuity, which goes from A to B to C. I would always start with the main idea and then backfill an intro from it rather than starting from there. And when you come to carry from one section to another, you need to make sure that there's at least something. It can be harmonically, it can be rhythmically, it can be instrumentation that remains the same while other things change. And then even in a relatively short space of time, which I think you'll agree it has been, that you can get something which doesn't sound like a complete car crash. I mean, what can I tell you? I mean, it's all a bit kind of exhausting, really, isn't it? Well, look, I hope you've enjoyed this and you found it useful and it will pass the time. And, you know, if you're looking to pass the time and you genuinely would like to learn more about music, then do remember we have got a brand new, completely free course, The Foundations of Making Music, and it's available from our website. The details are underneath this video in the comments, but you can go to thinkspace.ac.uk/free course and get your free course now, and you can learn all kinds of other exciting things. After all that, I'm going to go and have a long lie down. Anyway, thank you very much indeed for your company, and good luck in 2025, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.